But what if the difference between feeling stuck and feeling fulfilled is gratitude? Welcome back to Tati Living. And today I wanted to touch on such an important thing that is gratitude, because it literally shapes my reality, and it's a very important thing that resonates deeply in my heart. And two things I want to touch on today is one, how gratitude shapes our reality, and two, how we can apply it in our daily lives. Okay, so this is something that's very deeply resonates with me. And when I say that it's something that deeply resonates, it's because it literally changes your reality when we are grateful. Here's the other thing: we don't experience life like as it is, we experience life as we interpret it. Like, why is it that one person can be in the exact same scenario as another and have two completely different experiences? And that's where our focus dictates our reality. If you constantly focus on what isn't working, what's wrong, and what's not happening quick enough, then you're constantly training your brain to go there. And I know it's difficult because a lot of the times that's just kind of how we were raised and our upbringing, to naturally navigate or steer to the negative. And it really is a reframing. And gratitude doesn't deny your reality, but it looks for what is actually working, right? So when you start looking at, wow, I actually have a job, right? I actually can afford my apartment. I can have a roof over my head. And some of these things that we take for granted, that a lot of the people, if we look around, don't even have. And we start looking life from the lens of abundance. It's an abundance mindset of what we already have. Then all of a sudden our world gets it gets deeper. It gets more fulfilled. And this is how gratitude shapes our reality, and it's all about the lens that we're looking at life through. Now, how do we implement gratitude daily? For me, it really is about the first thing, one of the first things that I do. And I know also that, like, it's more difficult when, let's say, you're going through a difficult time to be grateful, right? If you're heartbroken, if you're like behind at work and you're overwhelmed, and all of these different scenarios, it's harder to be like, oh, I'm so grateful, right? But this is the importance of being intentional with gratitude. This is why having this practice of gratitude is very important for me, making it a daily thing. So as soon as you wake up, when you shift your mind to be grateful, after I meditate, then I go into all the things that I'm actually grateful for. And you can get more specific, not just, oh, I'm so grateful for my life and be over it. No, it's like, oh, I'm grateful for this specific person. I'm grateful for the family. I'm grateful for my friends. And you can start naming each of your friends that you're grateful for, right? And it makes it that much more powerful. And, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about the power of gratitude, and how, like, just shifting our mind to that, like, it literally we go in the heart, because the heart has an intelligence, and this intelligence of the heart literally shapes how we interpret the world. And living from this place of abundance just shapes your reality in such a profound way. And there's a lot of growth there when we start to be grateful. And sometimes, it happens, like, even after I'm grateful, that I may have a difficult day, and that it's coming back to it, though, right? It's coming back to it. Like, I may have a difficult day and you're still focusing on all of your issues, but it's remembering the power of it. So after you've had time to process your day, and so come back to gratitude, it's like constantly coming back to it will make you feel whole again. It will make you feel really, really good inside. It's very, very, such a powerful practice. And yeah, try to find a way to anchor it into your daily life, whether that's in the morning, whether you add it to when you're brushing your teeth. Before bed is a wonderful, wonderful time right before bed to think of all the things that we're grateful for. And guys, a lot of what I speak on is just a retraining, and it's a reconditioning. Because if we don't steer the ship of the mind, it will lead us astray. So it really is about taking the power back and steering where we want to go in the direction that we need, to feel more empowered in our lives. And the truth is that gratitude, it doesn't change what's happening. It doesn't change your circumstances, but it changes you. And when you change, the lens of which you see changes, and your choices change, and your standard changes, and your energy shifts, and your opportunities expand because you're seeing from a new lens, right? So even though you may have the same life in a lot of different ways and same experiences, it's gonna feel different because you're seeing life through the lens of gratitude. And a lot of the times, guys, it's like just being grateful is such a key in our healing. And thank you so much for listening to this message today and hanging out with me. And I really hope that this resonated with some of you. As always, thank you for being here with me, choosing growth, choosing awareness every day. You got this. I believe in you. I see you.